worth nothing. The value goes down. I have a question for you, if I may. Today, one of the biggest points that we tried to make with these masks and all of our signs, I don't know if you've taken any time to read any of them, but these are all quotes from David Alward himself in 2010, who was highly in opposition to hydrofracking and the shale gas industry coming into New Brunswick because it was not and is not safe. Do you have any comment on that? Because these are all hit from his own mouth.
Well, I can see that from this one over here. That there's, I think, what David is getting at here is that there needs to be some regulations that surround any of this. Any kind of operation needs to be regulations.
Who's got the inspector?
Look what happened in Sussex. You saw what happened in Sussex the other day. They went right through without waiting for the go-ahead when they were downtown.
And that was for fracking. They were fracking in Sussex. And they went
Right. They were exploring for fracking. They were supposed to wait for permission from the council, and they said, "Oh, it cost us some number of $1,000s," so they went right through. So they went right through without the permission. So who's going to regulate them when they come to the actual fracking?
These companies don't care about the people. They care about the almighty dollar bill.
They tested my water because they're going to be. They did seismic testing within 200 meters of my home. They tested my water. They did the testing. They came back and my water is dirty. Okay.
That was after.
Yes, after the seismic testing. Okay. So at that point, when I called them, they say, "Oh, well, those vibrations only went 50 meters at the most." They're supposed to be doing their homework. What I was told was the computer information isn't jiving with the paper information, which tells me that their regulations of 200 meters, etc., suck. Because I can't find out why my water is dirty. I've had to pay for the cost of bringing in water now to boil and for drinking and even brushing my teeth. They told me to brush my teeth with bottled water. Okay, not out of my thing.
How are you supposed to shower? You know,
I mean, there's all those things, but what concerns me is their information isn't jiving. And I'm now 2 weeks tomorrow into this process of dirty water.
I'll be safe with the MLA. He must be cold because he's been here for a time bragging here, so you see here.
Who made this? Who made this?
This is a group of people who've been collecting information for many, many months.
Yeah.
And they put it together.
Okay.
That came from Brixton, actually, and they've been putting it together and making copies, and it's all information. It's science. So that's why
I suppose their names would be on the disc, probably.
No, the people who made it
on the file, like on a file on the disc, perhaps.
No. These are the scientists who want this information out.
Are they identified on the disc?
The scientists.
Oh yes,
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Okay.
Oh yes, the scientists, and they want this information out. They're very worried.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'll be sure to take that with.
Watch it.
Promise to watch it.
You promise?
I promise.
You promise. You're a politician. You expect to hold your promise?
I find it very interesting, though, because, in fact, there's so much information, and it takes a long time to get through all of it. But I hope that it's very concise on here, and I think we all have to do our due diligence to try and our very best to read as much as we can and be informed.
I'm a very busy lady, and I've watched it several times.
Yes.
We all have.
And could you find out what the government has given away in licenses? We'd like to know.
Absolutely.
And what eminent domain have they given away? We'd like to know that.
I've heard that they've given them a year's tax-free, or not tax-free, royalty-free holiday. That the first year was they don't have to pay royalties. That's when, if there was anything coming out of it, that's when it all happens in that first year. So if they did that, they gave away the fire license. So that needs to be looked at as well.
Okay.
And I'd like to make us very clear in the sense that we are very educated people when it comes to hydrofracking. We have looked at the government stance and the information that the government has put out for us. We have looked at the fracker stance and what they're
A lot of good, That's what you call a snob.
Scientific information and everything.
Yeah.
This isn't we're not out here just based on one person's point of view. This is a lot of people on a lot of different points of view, and we have made our own educated decision to be here.
Yeah.
And I put lots of time into this. Like I work.